All right, so this week we found out that a new patch is going to be coming to the public test server as early as next week. We're going to talk about all of that and a little bit more. So hello and welcome back, all of you amazingly professional consumers of Pax Dei and Pax Dei related content out there. I'm Altari, the professional gamer, and this is another episode of the Pax Friday Review, the show where we talk about all of the fun, interesting, new, and exciting information that has dropped for Pax Dei over the last week. Like I said in the intro, we got a notification today on the official Discord of all the things that we're going to be able to expect in the upcoming patch. It looks like it is going to be another Verse 5 patch, not the big one that we're waiting for, but there are some very important changes that are going to be coming with it. And this is great news. It is a content patch that is going to be coming out, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to dive in over on the official Discord. But before we do that, I would just like to say a special thanks to all of our channel members who support this channel. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do everything that we do, supporting the community and all of the fun stuff here on the channel. So thank you so much. And we're also trying to get to a goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That is going to be a challenge. And the only way that we can accomplish it is if you go and click that little subscribe button down there so that you can stay notified for all things Pax Dei that come out over the next forever, because that's all we cover on this channel is Pax Dei. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share with any of your friends who are looking to stay up to date with all things Pax Dei. We're going to head over to the official Discord. We're going to take a look at the development update, next content patch progress. I'll see you over there. All right, so here we are on Pax Dei's official Discord server. And like I said, we've got development update, next content patch progress. Now, to me, this seems like it was a little bit of a shortened update. And what I mean by that is we should be getting the comfort system at some point in time. I think that's going to be the official inflection over to verse 6. It doesn't sound like the next patch that we are going to be getting to the PTU is going to include the comfort system. Maybe that might be still coming, and this is just the first part that they need help testing on. But we did get an update on what we can expect. So they are continuing to go through the process of upgrading from UE 5.5 to 5.6. This is actually going to drastically help improve overall game performance and stability. So that's going to be really big for a lot of players out there. But the main focus of the patch has become fixing NPC behaviors in the aggro system. As someone who has repetitiously been bullied by Zebians over the last several dungeon runs, I think this is a really good focus, considering that dungeon runs and going into dungeons are a major component of the gameplay loop in Pax Dei right now. So yeah, we're primarily going to be getting an entire update, primarily focused around NPC behavior in the aggro system. That is actually a really important thing for a lot of different reasons. One, if the developers ever want to add additional mobs, which we know that they have development work on additional mobs, and they probably plan on having additional new mobs coming in other than just birds, but like the Zebian tank, for example, among many other things that have been alluded to over all of Pax Dei's development. And if they want to release any of the new AI, the new anything, they really have to figure out how the aggro system is going to work, how NPC behaviors are going to work, and they have to make sure that that's good. Right now, it's absolutely trash, and it really, really sucks when you have multiple dungeon runs that you go into and you pull one thing and you get half of a dungeon, and there's nothing that you can do against that. It's just horrible, just not fun NPC behavior. So it's really good that this change is coming. Now, unfortunately, there's not much else that is coming other than some UI improvements, as well as the new garden set, which we have some screenshots of what's going on here. And you can see that we have this new UI set up here with party management and the UI associated with that. This is important because of a lot of the new systems that I believe are going to be coming into the game in the future. First, we saw the clan system get moved into this kind of similar UI that we are seeing right here. But now it looks like the party system is getting added to that as well. Hopefully this also leads to a fix for things like when you're a healer in a party and you add a new player, it completely can screw up your F keys or whatever your individual target player keys are. That can really screw things up. So hopefully the new system is going to be able to fix that. Additionally, and then lastly, we got confirmation that we are going to have the new garden set that's going to be coming into the game as well. And it does include a water fountain with flowing water. So that's actually going to be pretty cool that we have access to just more cosmetic items for all of the builders that are out there. However, there are some things that are notably missing from this patch and this update. Specifically, in the past, I know the developers have spoken and alluded to other improvements to crafting systems, such as like jewel crafting, where they've even asked the players what priorities should be, and improving the depth to which players can see with crafting. They've also mentioned things like specializations, which are an additional progression or more horizontal progression even. It could actually be both ways in some manner, but either way, it has to do with crafting and expanding people's abilities and allowing them to specialize. That might even eventually tie into specialization with weapons. They've also mentioned in the past things like new weapons coming to the game, as well as the big one that we know is supposed to be coming with verse 6, the homestead patch, and that is the comfort system. I don't think that we're going to get the homestead patch or verse 6 without the comfort system coming into the game. So with that being said, that's why I think that the next patch that's coming is still a verse 5 continuation patch that just has a couple more bits and pieces of content that they're ready to push out, while the other systems are still being worked on. So that's all that we got for this week in terms of news. There was also the unfortunate news that the community manager, Marie, or Thyveen, if you're in the main Discord, that she is no longer working with Mainframe. We're still waiting to hear exactly what went on with that there, but all I have to say is she's been a pleasure to work with as one of the content creators here for Pax Dei, and being able to collaborate with her. And she was one of the ones that advocated for giving an incredibly small channel at that point in time. We only had maybe 1,000 subscribers on the channel, and she decided to trust this channel, to trust me with doing a developer interview, and we've had many since, and we might have some more coming down the pipeline in the future. But she was one of the ones that advocated for us, and for that, she will be generally very much so missed on the channel. So best of luck, Marie. And if there is anything that we can do on this channel to help you out as you're pursuing new endeavors, as it seems, please let us know. But with that being said, that's all of the news that we have for Pax Dei this week. I'm excited to see what's going to all come in with the patch notes for the patch next week. There might be some surprises. Let me know what you think might be a surprise down in the comments below. But if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe so you can get notified whenever we come out with new Pax Dei or Pax Dei related information. And thank you to all of our channel members who are financially supporting the channel. Honestly, there's so much that you guys enable us to do on the platform, and if we didn't have you, we wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you. Until next time, I'm Altar the Professional Gamer.